Welcome to week 1 of the NFL preseason, where the rookies of today hope to become the stars of tomorrow. It's the Browns and the Cowboys. All that and more coming up next on EA Sports.
In between the cities of Dallas and Fort Worth, it's Arlington, Texas, host to the grand mecca of football, AT&T Stadium, the home of the Cowboys. The preseason is upon us. So good to be with you, Mike Tirico, with Greg Olson, about to embark on that journey that ends with the Super Bowl. Greg, so good to finally have football back on the field.
Absolutely, and it doesn't matter if it's preseason, regular season, playoffs. When NFL football's on TV, Mike, it's just better, and I'll tell you what.
Got room past the 30. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. The Cleveland offense set to take the field for the first time. Leading them out, it is their rookie quarterback from your alma mater, Greg, University of Miami.
These preseason games, Mike, they can be a little bit tricky for so many guys on the roster. It's just check the box. It's one more step to getting to the regular season. But for these young quarterbacks, you just can't place enough value on an...
Right away, they're coming after him, and they get him. A sack on the opening snap of the game.
We can feel this crowd all the way up here in the press box, Mike. I mean, one play in, one sack later, and this crowd is rocking.
Completing that one to Carter. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with third down. He'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. The Browns getting their punting team out there. Devontae Turpin to return for the Cowboys. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. So that Cowboy offense takes the field, ready to go to work for the first time. They are led out by their quarterback, Dak Prescott.
Judging by our conversations with the coaches, Mike, I think it's a pretty safe bet. We won't be seeing a lot of this guy. I think what they're trying to do is just get him under center, knock off some of the rust of the offseason, and get him a couple live reps before he starts in week 1. At the end of the day, you just can't replicate this style of live action in practice. So whether you're an established veteran like him or a young quarterback, these reps in the preseason are invaluable.
In motion, Lamb. Now a second down throw for Prescott. He's got room past the 35. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They'll run this over the center with Johnson. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's second down. A shotgun snap for Prescott. He's got the open man. That's Jalen Tolbert.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
He was trying to get it to CeeDee Lamb. And that's going to lead to a fourth down. That's going to be out of bounds. Well judged and spotted right at the 10-yard line. The Browns offense ready now for their second drive. We'll see how they want to attack things here, backed up deep in their own end. It's first and 10. And that'll be a pickup of 3. They face second down and 7. They put a receiver in motion to the left. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. On third down, they'll set up to throw. Pressure gets there, and down he goes. Punting time for the Browns. They're set to kick it away, as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. To return, it is Turpin. And he'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there. The Cowboys offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They'll start with a short field, looking for the first points of this contest, and they'll begin 1st and 10. He keeps it himself, and he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way. They'll run it for the first time with Javonte Williams. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run for it with Williams. That's going to be pretty close. Looks like he's got it, and he does. 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Dak. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
That'll be caught by the running back, Williams. And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line. They'll come up here 1st and 10. Now Prescott. A quick throw that's complete on the slant. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. So not quite 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10. They're pretty close. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete. Again, Prescott to the air. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Prescott again. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. On 4th down, here's Brandon Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal try. This about as short as you can get. Aubrey's kick is good. And the Cowboys are out to an early 3-0 lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Now it's the Browns' turn as they get set to take over again on offense. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. A run straight ahead, that's Ford. And he's got it, 1st down. A pickup of 4. Back to throw. Thrown left side, the catch is made. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. He's got his man, the tight end, David Njoku.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
He'll try and get there on the ground. Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They'll throw out of the gun. Open man, right side. He's got it. He's going to pick up the Browns, and he's going to have the Jets. He'll look to throw. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Now, faking the give. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Quick throw here is complete. And the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Njoku, the tight end, is the one in motion. They'll run here. It's Ford. He slowed up quickly as he gets this down to the 6. 2nd and goal. So just a lone field goal in the 1st quarter of play. It's the Cowboys with the early edge. We're back at 2nd and goal. Now Strong. And he's going to go backwards, taking...
That's how you kill drives. Force teams to play from behind the sticks. Great job here, taking them down for a loss.
Throwing here on 3rd and goal. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Hopkins' kick is good. And the Browns will tie the game at 3 apiece.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Cowboys offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll set out in search of a 1st touchdown in this game. Just a pair of field goals to show. It's 3-3 as they start 1st and 10. They'll mark them down up at the 44-yard line. That's complete to Cavante Turpin. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Open man, left side, he's got it. And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down. On the give, it's Johnson. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Now they'll set up to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, The defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
That's 2 catches on this drive. This one for 10 yards and a first down.
That's another Cowboys.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Oh, he gets a good read defensively and intercepts it. And the Browns are going to have the ball at their own 18-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Pickett. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway. A second down throw for Pickett. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down in bounds. A tough spot here. 3rd and long. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Uh-oh. Oh, how about that hit? Wow. He took a pretty good lick at the end of that one. The Cowboys offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll work in a tie game here in the 2nd quarter and get started with 1st and 10. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. On play action, he'll set up to throw. And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. Might tell you after the game he should have come up with that one. He doesn't, and now 3rd down comes up. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield. He'll drop to throw. A throw on the run is complete. And he'll get about 6 before he's taken down. 3rd and long. From out of the gun, he'll throw. It's caught. Mingo with the grab. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the 1st down. So it's going to bring up 4th down. On for the field goal now, it's Brandon Aubrey. This a 57-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Cowboys will take a 6-3 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
The Browns offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll start out 1st down and 10. They'll run with Strong. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially that it's not too serious. 2nd and 7. From the gun is Pickett. He's got his man Carter. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. Back to throw is Pickett. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. That is fielded at the 20. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Cowboys offense ready to get back to work. They'll start this on the ground with Johnson. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll go again with Johnson. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. They need 8 as they come up for third down. Back to throw. That's into the hands of Mingo. And he's going to take this one all the way. 71 yards. Touchdown, Dallas. Third down. My focus, Greg, was on picking up the first down. Forget that. They go down the field and in the end zone for a touchdown.
Yeah, and I don't think it was just your focus, Mike. I think in this case, it was the defense's focus. They're so worried about where that first down marker was that they allowed them to get that ball up and over the top for the deep strike touchdown.
The extra point by Aubrey is good. And the Cowboys move out in front, 13-3. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. The Browns offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They're in a 10-point hole. It's 13-3 as this drive starts with first down. To throw is Pickett. And that's going to wind up incomplete.
They just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Now Pickett. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down and this quarterback's paying the price for it.
Here's Corey Bojorquez now. As this drive went backwards, he's on to kick it away. And he looks up and he's taken down right away. Maybe fortunate just to hold on to the ball as he was tackled immediately after hauling that one in. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. So the drive begins with a give to Johnson. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Throwing now from the gun. Catch is made. That is Schoonmaker. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10.
And another great throw. And I'll tell you what, Mike, so far today, this certainly does not look like a rookie quarterback. I mean, he is in complete control of this offense.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. And he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play. They'll look to throw. Wide open is the tight end. He's got this one. Second time they've connected on this drive, and 19 yards out of this one.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
He'll look to throw. Taking off. Good decision to take off. He gets 15 yards and a first down.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. And now the Cowboys are going to take a timeout. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime. He pulls it in around the 5. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down. And he'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. On for the field goal now, it's Brandon Aubrey. This, about as short as you can get. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Cowboys going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. So the mistake there, the roughing call on the field goal, they'll take the 3 points off the board, keep possession of the ball, and have it first down. A second effort, and he is in. Touchdown, Dallas. He's got another one. His second touchdown of the evening. Aubrey, good with the extra point. The Cowboys add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. The Browns offense going to take over just before the half. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. The Browns going to use the first of their timeouts here. Clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Oh, he did all he could to get away, but they're going to catch up to him. It is a big loss. So we have reached halftime in our first preseason matchup of the year. As we'll head over to Orlando. And instead, why don't we get right back to it, as we'll get ready for the third quarter. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is under. Now, on the return, he has lost the football. But this is taken in by a teammate. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Now, faking the give. This one is caught by Turpin. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. A throw to the right flat, it is caught. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. On the handoff, it's Johnson. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up third down. From the 50, he'll set up to throw. Catch is made, that's Mingo. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Now they'll set up to throw. Off he goes. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a first down. They'll throw out of the gun. Quick throw, taken in. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
A shotgun snap, and they'll give it to Johnson. He slams it in there, and he is in. Touchdown, Cowboys.
You can just see the comfort, Mike, that this offense continues to play with. The early momentum in the first half has carried here after the break, and you can see this group just slowly starting to pull away.
And I'm thinking, Greg, about the guys on the other side. You're waiting at halftime, that other offense waiting to get back on the field. What happens? They come right out, extend the lead, and now the task gets a lot tougher for this second half. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. The return starts from the 5. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The visitors' offense ready to take over once more. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. Here's 1st and 10. Putting the tight end in motion. A carry now for Strong. And their woes in the running game continue. He's going to be taken down behind the line.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the...
A hit, and he has lost the football. The Cowboys have it. Well, the ball comes out, and the scramble for it, it ends up becoming a turnover, and the offense walks off the field disappointed with that fumble.
Mike, when you... Top of the list is ball security. Which team does a better job protecting it, and which team does a better job taking it away?
He'll get maybe a yard down to the 4-yard line. Inside the 5, it is 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
On the ground, it's Sanders. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Touchdown, Dallas. That is a dream scenario. The offense handed the ball 1st and goal. And Greg, they take it to the end zone for 6.
They're not going to have many easier drives than that, Mike. I mean, to get the ball, not only in a short field, but in a goal-to-go situation, you don't get a lot of those chances. You have to cash them in, and that's exactly what they were able to do.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The visitors' offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. The give to Strong. And he finds some daylight. Up past the 35-yard line. A pickup of 7. Quick throw here is complete. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9. From the shotgun, here's Pickett. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Pickett now on play action. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a third down. Pickett to throw. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker. Special teams on the field, ready for this punt. He'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. They've definitely outplayed their opponents to this point in the third quarter. They might be looking to grind out some first downs and chew up some valuable time on the clock. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down. Once again, it's Sanders. And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage. Here's a 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
The Cowboys get their special teams out on the field as he'll be standing just inside the back line of the end zone. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The visitors' offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. And that'll be a pickup of 3. They face second down and 7. Throwing Pickett. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and it's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away. And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down.
So it's 4th down. They'll call on the punt team. They will get away from that one, and they're going to have tremendous field position. This ball hits and goes out of bounds. The home team's offense ready for this next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground with Sanders. Crazy big run here. He's tackled beyond the 35-yard line.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. Now, following that sack, we have a player who was injured. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially that it's not too serious. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. He'll try to run for it.
That's a great job defensively. Even though they let him escape the rush initially, there was nowhere to go with either their ball or as a runner, and they're able to force fourth down.
Cowboys special teams unit heads out for the punt. And he'll get something there on the return, able to take this back to the 20-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to get back at it. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Now, Pickett. They'll try to set up the screen here. Oh, and he's got it to the 35-yard line. 1st and 10. From the gun is Pickett. He finds Bell. That's caught. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. He tosses over the middle. This one is caught. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
This has been a masterful game plan defensively. I mean, not only have they found their mismatches and been able to exploit them, it's led to 7 sacks so far. I mean, even when the offense seems to make an adjustment, Mike, the defense just still seems to be one step ahead of them.
And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up 3rd down. Pickett to throw. Taking off, he'll try to get there. A gain there of 23 yards. 1st down, Cleveland. Up the middle they go. And the woes in the running game continue. They're going to subtract yards there. A loss on the play.
And this is a great example of why it's so important on defense to sprint to the ball. His ability to make people miss is hard for one guy to get him on the ground. But when you can get everybody to the ball,
nowhere to go. He is taken down.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the...
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Now Pickett. That's deep for the back of the end zone. And penalty flags come in as it winds up incomplete, but no doubt there was contact there. The crowd does not agree with that call. Boos ring out. Doesn't matter. Not going to change it. It's a 1st down. They'll try to run this one in. Trying to find a crease in there. It's a big pile of bodies, but he is going to come up short. Motion man is Bell. They'll go with him again. And this one's blown up. It's back at the 5-yard line now.
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going on the ground, and a big reason they find themselves trailing, and another loss of yards.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play.
And he's going to be taken down. Could not get rid of the football, and they'll turn it over. Stopped on 4th and goal. On the ground, here's Sanders to start the drive. And he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. He'll keep it on the ground with Sanders. And that's good run support on the edge. Nice tackle out wide. That'll hold him to a gain of 2. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially, that it's not too serious. On third down, they'll go with the counter to try and pick it up. On fourth down, out comes the punter. He's on to punt it for the fourth time tonight. Woo! And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Browns offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. I fumbled the football. The Cowboys have it. And there it is. The defense comes up with the big play, forcing the fumble as they get their offense right back on the field. Coming up, Greg, with a big turnover.
Taking the ball away, Mike, has really become an art form in the NFL. Some teams are good at it, some teams not so much. But in this case, great job by the defense taking that one away.
From the 1 yard line, first down and goal. They'll run with Johnson. Powering forward. He's in. Touchdown, Cowboys. That his second touchdown tonight. Greg, in the end zone again. I'm running out of different ways to say touchdown. They're doing it so often here today.
Mike, some offensive play callers, once they get the lead, it's just milk the clock and let's get out with a win. But not this coach. He is trying to score every single time they possess the ball.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. So now, out comes the offense, led by their quarterback as they take over. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They'll go play action with Pickett. Oh, a loose football. And the defense has it. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. To the end zone. It's intercepted. That's the safety, Grant Delpit. And the Browns will take over at their own 14-yard line.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
So now this team's offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll begin inside their own 15-yard line. So a lot of real estate to cover. It's first and 10.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Pickett throwing here on first and 10. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. Give him 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a first down. To throw is Pickett. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And he's not going to get too far. Tackled after a gain of just a yard. On second down, Pickett. He's going to keep it himself. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. Pickett to throw on first down. And this time the rush gets home. And down he goes.
I I think the defense came in confident that they'd be able to get after the quarterback, right, Mike? When we met with them this week, they felt like they had a really good plan, some exotic looks, some different pressure packages, and it's worked to perfection. I'm not sure they thought they'd be 1 sack away from breaking the NFL record for the most sacks in a single game, but here we are.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. This one complete right side.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Browns cut 3 off the lead, but they still face a sizable deficit.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
The Cowboys it's a win for the Cowboys as they start things out with a victory here in the first week of this preseason. And that'll do it for my partner Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cowboys, as we say so long from Arlington.